Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Koala and this is my little nook in this end of the universe that we call YouTube. I am a shamanic practitioner, mainly in the Nordic tradition, but I'm also initiated into Nustakarpa and the Munai rites in the Kira medicine. And we are here today to celebrate the waxing moon together in a waxing moon ceremony. So I'm going to start by opening sacred space, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the medicine of this moon phase, and then we're going to have a little ceremony together, or like the ritual part of the ceremony, and then we're going to give some thanks, and then we're going to close the circle. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. So all you need is yourself. You need to hear me properly. And you don't really need a lit candle, but it's nice, and it's something to have in the middle that will be the center of your circle, the hearth of your circle. And yeah, that's kind of all you need, because we're gonna do this in a kind of a meditative state today. So my original thought was that I was gonna keep these ceremonies out of meditative state as much as possible, because not everyone can visualize that well. So this is going to be an exception, because this is what I felt I needed to do today. But if you have a trouble visualizing, you can get some pieces of paper or some sticks or something you can write on and burn, because we're gonna go into a meditative state and burn away our doubt, you can say. So you can, if you can't visualize that well, then you can write your doubts down on a piece of paper and burn them, and that sort of thing. So we're gonna start by opening sacred space, and I'm gonna try and do this within 50 minutes because that's how much space I have left on the memory. So I'm just we're gonna do this. Yeah, I don't like feeling stressed, but 50 minutes is a long time. So yeah, it's gonna be fine. So we'll start in the east. It feels like this part is gonna take the longest because I have to translate it in my head. Jag hälsar öster, vinden, våren och gryningen. Jag hälsar alla från öster, slå med oss i denna ceremoni för växande måne. We turn to the east, to the wind, to the dawn of time, to the springtime. And we call upon all and everyone that wants to join us from the direction of east in this circle and this moon ceremony, with this waxing moon ceremony today. Thank you and welcome. Aho. Vi hälsar söder, sommaren, hettan och elden. Vi hälsar alla från söder som vill ha med oss i denna cirkel och denna ceremoni för växande måne. We turn to the south, to the fire, to the summer, to the fire of the candle and the fire of the sun. And we welcome everyone and all that wants to join us from the direction of south in this ceremony, in this circle, this waxing moon ceremony tonight. Welcome south. Aho. Vi hälsar väster, vattnet, hösten och skymningen. Vi hälsar alla från väster som är med oss i denna cirkel och denna ceremoni. We turn to the west. We turn to the dusk, to autumn, and to the flow of water. And we welcome all and everyone that wants to join us in this ceremony, this waxing moon ceremony, from the west. Welcome west. Aho. Vi välkomnar intuition, vägledning, visdom och flöde från väster. We welcome guidance, intuition, flow, and wisdom from the direction of west into this ceremony tonight. Aho. Vi hälsar norr, de djupa skogarna, den tjocka isen, kraftdjur och skyddsandar. Vi hälsar alla från norr som är med oss i denna cirkel och denna ceremoni Vi hälsar förmödrar och förfädrar. Kom och värm era händer vid våran eld, viska till oss i vinden. Vi hedrar er som kommer före oss, vi hedrar er som kommer efter oss. Alla våra barnbarns barn. Aho. We turn to the north, to the deep forest and the thick ice, to the power animals and power spirits, to the protective spirits of the universe, to gather with us in this circle, in this moon ceremony tonight, this waxing moon ceremony. And we turn to the north to welcome our ancestors, those who have come before us and those who will come after us. Come and join us in this circle, whisper to us in the wind, warm your hands by our fire. Welcome north, aho. Moder jord, kom och håll oss i din trygga famn under denna ceremoni och efter denna ceremoni. Håll oss, jorda oss, ge oss näring. Välkommen moder, aho. We turn to the earth mother and we welcome you and call upon you to hold us in your sweet embrace during and after this ceremony, to ground us, to nurture us, to hold us. Welcome mother, aho. För himmel, universum och det stora mysteriet, kom hålla en vaken hand över oss under denna ceremoni. Släpp in ljuset med dess visdom och läkande kraft. Välkommen fader. We turn to the sky father, to the great mystery, to the universe, the cosmos. We ask of you to hold a protective hand above us in our circle and this ceremony tonight. We ask you to let in the light with the wisdom of the cosmos and the healing energies of the universe. Thank you, Father Sky, and welcome, aho. Vi står här i mitten av världen i vår egen kraft, vår egen magi och vår egen medicin som blir starkare för varje dag. Jag står här som Caspian, Koala, mossmåne av rävklanen och välkomnar alla som vill ha med mig i denna växande måneceremoni. Välkomna. We stand here in the middle of the earth, in our own power, our own magic, and our own medicine. I stand here as Caspian, Koala, mossmåne, moss moon, of the fox clan, he who dances with the animals, and welcome everyone who wants to join me in this circle and in this waxing moon ceremony. I welcome you, I honor you, aho. Okay. So, waxing moon energy and medicine. So I've talked about this in a previous video, and I'm not gonna go through it all again. I'm gonna try and link that at the end of this video, at the end of this ceremony, so you can click on that if you want to know more about this about this phase of the moon. Today I'm just gonna talk a little bit about how that correlates to what we're gonna do today. So the waxing moon energies, magic and medicine, centers around letting everything happen. So we last time we met was the new moon, and we set our intentions together for the new moon cycle. And today we are looking back on those intentions and we are just letting it happen. We are not going to interfere too much because we have released those intentions into the universe, and we are receiving the medicine and energy that we need to manifest that intention. So today and during this phase of the moon that goes from like the third day of the moon cycle to just a couple of days before the full moon, so it's like an 8 or 9 day period where we work with this. And work with is an overstatement because we don't work with anything that much unless we really have to. So the main thing is to let it happen. Just let it happen and trust your intuition and trust what's happening in this phase of the moon. Trust any direction that you're being pulled towards, And if you have maybe set a wide intention, you're maybe being pulled in one direction that seems like, oh, but I'm being pulled away from half of it. Then maybe you made it too big intention. You made like you choose too much, and you need to maybe divide it, and you need to pick one thing to focus on. And that's gonna come back to you at the full moon, where you get a chance to really let go of things, and you again, and to maybe put something on the shelf, as we say in Sweden. When we have something that we can't really work with right now, we put that project on the shelf for later. So letting things happen, trusting your intuition, trusting your guidance, and then getting rid of any inner doubt. And that's what we're going to focus on today. So in this phase of the moon, you might also experience a need for inner healing, maybe inner child healing or any other healing work. For me, I have done a lot of inner healing in the past week, ever since I set the intention last weekend. And I think the inner healing work started Monday night. So just a couple of days after, just as the new moon faced into the waxing moon, my inner healing work started. I really felt my intention coming to life and helping me in that process. And it was, the purpose of the healing was also to, because my intention was kind of specific, and I could really feel, not during it, not like the 4 days that was the worst healing time for me, or maybe 5 days. I had like some aha moments and epiphanies just a couple of days ago, like Thursday night or Friday. So inner healing work in the ways that you need it is what you need to focus on in this period of time, when you set an intention. So today we're gonna focus on getting rid of doubt, because the main thing that hinders us in the inner healing and in manifesting what we need to manifest is doubt. That we doubt ourselves, we doubt the opportunities, the resources, we doubt everything, or just one thing. But we're gonna try and get rid of those doubts today. So I have chosen the same drink that I chose for the new moon, and that is cacao. So I'm gonna work a little bit with the cacao, but I'm gonna do it on my own for a few moments. And if you have a drink, you can follow me into this. So we're gonna do a 2-part meditation, you can say, to get rid of doubt. In the first part, we're gonna use our drink if you have one. If you don't have one, just focus on centering yourself. Maybe have a glass of water and just calm yourself down, and just make yourself as relaxed as possible during that time. And then in the second part, we're gonna get rid of doubt. And this is where I want you to follow me in visualizing. And if you have a hard time visualizing, this is when you pull out your pen and paper, or your sticks, or whatever you need to burn away the doubt. So you can still follow me in the meditation, but when, instead of visualizing, you pull out your sticks and your paper and you write it down, and then you burn your doubts. So I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense the first time around, you can come back and watch that part again and do it once more, because you can do this as many times as you need during this phase of the moon. So you have a few days left. We're gonna have the full moon ceremony in a week, so you have almost a week. You have about until, I would say, Thursday, the 14th, to really work on getting rid of doubt and inner healing before the full moon guides us towards what we need to do to really manifest our intention. So I'm gonna open my Viracocha. I have talked about this in both previous ceremonies in English. If you don't want to go deep, you don't open your Viracocha. If you are fine with going deep and really doing the work because it's not a quick fix. Nothing's a quick fix, and you invite real healing and real manifestation with the opening your Viracocha, which is your the seat of your soul. It's your archive. It's where everything has been, is, and everything that will be. Everything is stored there, and if you go into that space, that is a space within yourself, but we are moving it outside, and so that we can work with it outside of ourselves. I think I've made a video about the Viracocha in the past, and if I haven't, or if it's removed, I'm gonna make a separate video about that in the near future. So, yeah, we're gonna relax. We're gonna open our Viracocha. So put your hands to your heart. And if you don't want to do this part, and if you don't have a drink to work with, you can just mute me until you see me put down my cacao for the last time and speaking to you again. But there is a chance we're gonna go from the drink straight into the meditative part. So, hands to your heart. Focus on your heart space. And then take a deep breath from the bum up to your head when you breathe in, and breathe out and land in your heart center. Breathe in and lift the energy from the bum, from the root. Breathe out and let it rest in your heart. Once more, breathe in and lift. Breathe out and relax into your heart space. And on our next breath, we're going to lift our hands when we lift energy, and we're going to lift it all the way up to above our heads. And when we breathe out, we're going to separate our hands and look for our Viracocha, our golden ball of light. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and separate. And look for your golden ball of light with your hands, moving your hands to and from each other until you feel a resistance or a tingling or a warmth in your hands, in your palms. And then put your hands inside of this bubble of light. Take a deep breath, and when you breathe out, I want you to move your hands downwards and taking the bubble with you. So you expand the bubble when you breathe out and step into it from below. So breathe in. Focus on your bubble of light. Expand it around you. And now we're going to take a drink. I'm going to put one hand up below, like holding the cup with your left hand. That is a symbol of the Earth Mother. And then cupping your cup with your right hand, which is the symbol of the Sky Father. And we're gonna greet our cup, and our drink. So we're gonna breathe in the energy of the drink, and we're gonna breathe out and greet it with our own spirit, with our own und. Und is the word in Swedish and in ancient Norse for the spirit that comes with every breath, the spirit inside of you. So we're gonna really greet the drink and all the whatever herbs, whatever spirit is in this, we're gonna greet it with ours. So And today we're not gonna put an intention into this that isn't already expanding on our intention that we set at the new moon. So I'm just gonna my intention that I'm setting with this drink today is to just be open and receiving the medicine and magic of this drink, because this drink does correspond with my intention that I set for this month. So it's already connected, because this is not a time for new intentions, it's a time for expansion, it's a time for getting rid of doubt, and it's a time for working with what you have. So when we greeted our cup, we're gonna put it to our hearts, focusing on our heart space. And if you have a hard time focusing on your heart space or visualizing inside it, then imagine you're holding a ball of light. A ball of light that is your energy, your love, your positive energies. You can give it a color, a bright color. And we're gonna give this as a gift to the Earth Mother for holding us. We're gonna gift it to her through our roots, simultaneously connecting us to the Earth Mother via our roots for this ceremony and this meditation. So for a few moments we're gonna focus on our heart space and growing this ball of light with love. And then we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to release this ball into the earth via our spine and our roots and give it to her. We breathe in, breathe out and release. Thank you. Thank you, Earth Mother, for holding us, for helping us manifest our power, our magic, our medicine, and our intentions, for helping us expand and be receptive of whatever is to come. And then we once again focus on our heart space and growing a new ball of light and love to give to the Sky Father. And then we're gonna breathe in and lift this ball of light to the top of our heads, and when we breathe out we're gonna release it into the universe, simultaneously connecting us to the Sky Father through some threads of light, of love, of silver and gold. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and release. Let the ball of light fly away as a balloon in the sky. Thank you, Sky Father, for holding us in your protective bubble, holding your protective hand above us, for letting in the love and light of the cosmos and the universe with wisdom and guidance. Thank you, Aho. And then we're going to focus once more on our heart space and just growing a ball of love and light. And this love and light we're going to give to the drink of our choice, and then we're just going to give it back to ourselves. And if we have, we're going to give it back to ourselves. So focus on your heart space, on feeding the ball with love. And remember that energy is multipliable. It doesn't divide in a way that makes it less. It divides in a way that makes it more. It multiplies. So you can give love and keep all of your love at the same time. It's not an apple that you divide and give half away. It's light and energy. that just keeps expanding. And when you have a ball of light in your heart space, a ball of love, we breathe it. We breathe, and when we breathe in, we lift it up to our mouth. And when we breathe out, we give it to the drink of our choice. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out. And then we take a few moments to drink this and to let the energy of the drink just fill our body, our mind, our heart, our spirit. Let it reach out into our toes, our fingertips, the top of our heads. And you drink as much as you feel that you need in this moment. If you have anything left, you can give it to the Earth Mother afterwards if you want to, but don't feel like you have to. If you need it all, drink it all. I welcome this medicine into my heart, my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit. You can also put it aside and keep drinking it throughout the day. If you have opened your Viracocha, then drink as much as you want to while it is still open. And then if you have anything left when we have closed it, you give it to the Earth Mother. Or to the rain if it's raining where you are. So now I open my eyes and I focus on my drink. And now I feel I'm done for now. And we're gonna go into meditation. And we're gonna focus on getting rid of doubt. So, let your hands rest. I'm gonna move you closer to me so that I can sit back more relaxed. And rest your hands in your lap with palms facing upwards or downwards, or just relax. Let them be where they need to be. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths and just relax. And I want you to focus on your heart space so that you land back in your heart after each breath. Breathe in and out. In and out. And relax a little bit more for each breath. Relax your head and your shoulders, your arms and your stomach. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your spine and your legs, your feet. And you're sitting inside of your bubble, whether it is your Viracocha or just your bubble, your strong protective bubble that is at the tip of our auras, of our energy bodies. And first we're gonna do a quick breathing exercise that's gonna expel, push out any energy that isn't ours. So I want you to focus on your lungs and your heart center. And when you breathe out, I want you to just push out as much as you can. I'm gonna do one first so you can get a hint of what I'm talking about. And then we do 3 more together. So I breathe in and I just fill my heart space and my lungs with as much energy and air as possible. And then I breathe out with the intention to expel and just push out energy that isn't mine. And we do 3 together. 1, breathe in. Out and push. 2, in. Out and push. 3, and in. Out and push. And then take 1 regular breath. And I want you to scan your body. We start with our feet because it's the hardest part is to scan our minds. So we're gonna start from the bottom up. We're gonna scan. And I want you to notice any pain, any heaviness, any negativity. If there are thoughts popping up when you try to focus on your feet or your knee or whatever, those are the things we want to get rid of, alright? So I want you to scan. We're going to scan together. And then I'm going to pause a few seconds at a few places. And that is when you can, we're going to remove the doubt. And if you need a piece of paper because you have a hard time visualizing, then I want you to pause the video when you get to a place where you feel some heaviness or whatever, or a thought comes up, a doubt comes up to mind, and I want you to pause it, I want you to write it down, I want you to burn it, and then I want you to continue. So do it at your own pace. Relax and pull your focus to your right foot. And just think of your right foot. You can use your hands to feel if you want to. You can feel on your feet and all the parts of your body that I'm mentioning. So you focus on your right foot first. You focus on your toes. And if you're feeling them, you can massage them a little bit, and then the underside of your feet. And remember to pause if you feel a pain or a sting or whatever. I want you to pause. So I'm massaging my foot, and I want to let you know how we are going to remove any blockages or any doubt. So the intention is doubt. So any blockage that you find is gonna be focused on that. It's gonna have a correspondence to the word doubt. So if you feel a heaviness, I want you to focus on that heaviness, and I want you to guide it down through your roots, down to the Earth Mother. Remember how we work with cacao or a drink of our choice, and we focus on the energy and then let it go with an out breath. So whenever you need to, you focus on the energy. You take a deep breath in and really feel that space with your intention of release, or you can feel it with the air or energy. Just focus on that space when you breathe in. When you breathe out, I want you to let it go through your roots or burn it. So we move from our feet to our ankle, still on our right side, and then we work our way up through our leg all the way up to our knee, And at times you're gonna hear me breathe, and that's when I release. Okay, just do it at your own pace. So focus on your knee, your thigh, all the way up to your bum. And when we reach the hip, we switch to our left foot, our toes, the underside of our foot, our ankle, follow our leg up to our knee. So you can do this at your own pace. You don't have to follow my voice. If you want to follow my voice, you can do that. I'm at the thigh, and then the bum, and then between the legs and the lower part of your stomach. And then work your way up through your spine. So spine first, all the way up to your heart. And then the front of your stomach, solar plexus, chest area. And then we follow we are up to our shoulder, our right shoulder, first our right shoulder. And then we follow our right arm all the way down to our elbow and down to the wrist and hand and fingers. And when we are done with that side, we go to the shoulder on our left side. And then we follow our arm down to our elbow, down to our wrist, and our palm and our fingers. And then when we are done with our hands, we go up to our throat, our neck, our jaw, and then our ears, and then our tongue, and our teeth, the nose, and then the eyes. And then the forehead and the third eye. And then the scalp and the hair. And the crown. And when we have reached the crown, we focus on the top of our bubble, and we open a hatch or a window or just a little gap, and we let in the white light of the cosmos, the healing light of the cosmos. Because whenever we remove anything, a blockage or heavy energy, we need to replace it with something else, something new, something bright, something healing. So we're gonna receive and we're gonna welcome this bright light into every part of ourselves that we have released anything from. So just let it fill you from the head down to your toes and your fingertips, your head and your throat, your spine and your chest, your arms, hands and fingertips, and then your stomach, your tail root, your bum and your thighs, knees and the rest of your legs and feet and toes and roots. And also don't forget to fill your bubble up with this bright light, so that you're bathing in bright white light and you are filled with the same bright white light. And now we are getting ready to come back to the here and now. So take a deep breath and focus on your feet. Breathe in and sense the smell around you in the air. Breathe in. Breathe out and wiggle your toes. And then on the next breath, we're going to focus on the taste in our mouths. Breathe in. And then breathe out and flex your spine and roll your shoulders. And then on our next breath, we're going to focus on touch. Breathe in and stretch your arms. And when you breathe out, I want you to touch with your fingertips. Touch your skin and your clothes. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe out and touch. Which is connecting to feeling, to emotions. And then we focus on hearing. Breathe in and fill your lungs with air. Hold your breath to the count of 3. Breathe out and listen to any sound that isn't my voice. In. Breathe out through your ears and your nose. And listen. And then remember what the room around you looks like. Choose an object that you can focus your eyes on when you open them. So breathe in and remember. Breathe out, open your eyes. Welcome back to the here and now. You can move your eyes around a bit intentionally. So I'm focusing on my cup of cacao, and then I focus on the screen, and then I back to the cacao, and then to the wall behind, and I pick a point at the wall, and then back to the cacao, and then back to the screen. So just work with our eyes and our sight. So now we're gonna close our Vira coaches. So if you need a drink before that, or want to drink up, pause the video. And we focus on, I usually call them the golden curtains. So focus on the curtains around us. We'll lift them from the bottom up. Breathe in and lift them back to the space above your head. And then this ball of light is now filled with the absence. It's programmed with the absence of what you have released and the presence of what you have received. And we take this energy down to our crown chakras. And we breathe in. And then we move our hands to the forehead. let the energy and the programming connect to our mind, and then we move our heads down to our heart, landing in the heart, and then to our stomach, and let it land in our stomach, and the Viracocha is closed. Okay, so that's great. Right on time. So you can do this as many times as you like. You can do your own version of it. The main focus of this phase of the moon is to letting go of doubt, to do inner healing work, and to just let it happen and trust your intuition. So with that, I'm gonna set you back up here, and I'm gonna take my rattle. So we're gonna close the sacred space, and we start in the north. Vi tackar norr, de djupa skogarna, den tjocka isen, kraftdjur och skyddsandar. Vi tackar alla från norr som varit med oss i denna cirkel och denna växande måneceremoni. We turn to the north, to the deep forest and the thick ice, to our ancestors, those who have come before us and those who have come after us, who will come after us. We turn to the spirits, the power animals, the protective spirits of the universe. Thank you for joining us in this circle tonight. Thank you, North. Thank you all and everyone from North that have joined us in this waxing moon ceremony. Aho. We turn to the west. Vi tackar väster, vattnet, hösten och skymningen. Vi tackar alla från väster som varit med oss i denna cirkel och denna växande måneceremoni. Tack för intuition, vägledning, visdom och flöde från väster. We turn to the west. We thank the waters, the autumns, the dusk. We thank the west for intuition, for guidance, for the flow of life, and for the element of water. Thank you all and everyone from the west that have joined us in this waxing moon ceremony tonight. Aho. South. Vi tackar söder, sommaren, hettan och elden. Vi tackar alla från söder som varit med oss i denna cirkel och denna växande måneceremoni. We turn to the south, to the heat, to the sun, to the fire of the sun and the fire of our hearts. We thank all and everyone that has joined us from south this evening in our waxing moon ceremony. Thank you for your energy, for your love, for your medicine. Aho. East. Vi tackar öster, vinden, våren, gryningen. Vi tackar alla från öster som varit med oss i denna cirkel och denna ceremoni i växande måne. We turn to the east, to the springtime, to the dawn of time, to the element of air, to the end. We thank all and everyone that have joined us from the east today. Thank you for joining us in our waxing moon ceremony. Aho. Moder Jord, tack för att du har hållit oss i din trygga famn. Tack för att du fortsätter hålla oss i din trygga famn även efter denna ceremoni. Earth Mother, thank you for holding us in your sweet embrace and for keeping us in your sweet embrace even after this ceremony. Thank you for your medicine and your love. Aho. För himmel, universum och det stora mysteriet, tack för att du har hållit en vakande hand över oss under denna ceremoni. Tack för att du släpper in ljuset med dess visdom och läkande kraft. Tack för det himmel. Sky Father, the great mystery, the cosmos and the universe, thank you for holding your protective hand above us, holding us in this sacred ceremony tonight. Thank you for letting in the bright white light from the cosmos, the healing energy and the wisdom of the universe. Thank you. Aho. Vi står här i mitten av världen i vår egen kraft, vår egen magi och vår egen medicin som blir starkare för varje dag. Jag står här som Caspian, Koala, mossmåne av rävklanen, han som dansar med djuren, och tackar alla som varit med mig i denna cirkel och denna måneceremoni. We stand here in the middle of the earth, in our own magic, our own medicine, our own power that grows stronger by each day. We are joined in this circle. I stand here as Caspian, Koala, Moss Moon of the Fox clan, he who dances with the animals. And I thank all and every one of you who have joined me in this waxing moon ceremony tonight. Thank you for your presence, for your love. Thank you. Aho. And that is all we have that I have in store for this ceremony. So I will see you in another week for the full moon ceremony. And I wish you well and to walk in beauty until then. Walk with the moon and trust your intuition and do your inner healing. Singling.